Hi, everyone. Um, Today I want to summarize everything, all of the videos on pain, on depression, on spiritual awakening, on connecting to the higher self, all of those things. I want to emphasize how simple this whole journey is. It is a very long journey and it's challenging, but at the end of the day, the journey of spiritual awakening is very simple. I don't want to spoil the ending, so I'm going to tell you what I did. I asked ChatGPT a couple of questions. So the last question is really what I want to get to, which is okay. So I started off by asking ChatGPT summarize the gist of all of the world's spiritual teachings in a few sentences, and this is what it said. It gets simpler and simpler. This is 4 sentences, and then it goes on to 1 sentence. Like, it's so simple. Okay. At their core, the world's spiritual teachings urge us to awaken to a deeper reality beyond ego and material illusion. They emphasize that our true nature is interconnected, loving, and whole, that our true nature is whole, often described as divine, eternal, or pure consciousness. Freedom and peace come from letting go of fear, attachment, and false identity, and from living in alignment with truth, compassion, and presence. Though paths and symbols differ, the destination is the same: remembrance of unity and living from love. Okay, so let's make that even more simple, right? Right now, life sucks. We're struggling with depression. Just life is challenging. What there's every single text in every single religion and spirituality, every single ancient piece of wisdom, all of the Vedas, everything, you combine it all, distill that. What does it say about attaining happiness, finding happiness right now? So I asked, summarize all ancient spiritual texts to answer the question, how to find happiness. True happiness is not found in external things, but in turning inward, realizing your true nature, living in harmony in the present moment. Know thyself, not as the changing body or mind, but as the unchanging awareness behind them. When we stop seeking happiness outside and awaken to what already is within us, peace, love, and unity, we find the lasting happiness all traditions point to. So, same question. All the ancient sacred texts of the world summarized in one sentence this time. What is the secret to finding happiness? True happiness is found by realizing your inner self beyond ego, living in the present with love and aligning to the deeper truth that you are already whole. Okay, so I'll break it down for you. Basically, it is saying that if you can get past your ego, and I need to define ego here because chances are you're thinking of sort of the modern pop culture version of what ego means. Ego is my inflated sense of self. Ego is like, I'm so proud of myself because I'm super cool. No, that's not what ego is. Ego is, as you went through life, you collected a series of boundaries, an identification, essentially separating you from others, usually based on pains and traumas. And you have become identified with this collection of things that you are or are not, of things that work for you or aren't working for you. And this has become your egoic identification. And when you can move beyond that, you will realize and remember that you are already what you are looking for. That is the most beautiful truth in the world, that you have to do nothing. You do not have to become peaceful. You do not have to find love. You do not have to create joy. You are these things. This is your divine nature. Go back in there. Ask ChatGPT yourself, just what do I need to do to achieve peace? And you will find that every single wise person who has ever had any insight, who's ever downloaded amazing information, who's ever heard the voice of God, has written down for us the same thing over and over and over, country after country, millennia after millennia. You are already what you seek. You just need to go beyond it. Okay, that sounds super easy. Is it easy? It's simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy because it's not intuitive. It's not the kind of thing that you just, it should be intuitive. It should be taught in schools. We should know this by the time we're 5 years old. We should. Why don't we? I don't know. All the ancient cultures knew it too. If you look at all the indigenous cultures, they say, hey, listen, you're not enough. There's this one particular culture, when they greet each other, they say, how are you? And the expected response is, I am still one with everything. And if you are not, there's a moment when you're not, then the problem is your perception, and that's understood. And what you do is you go out, they put you out on a fast or a vision quest, and they're like, listen, step away from everything and everyone, sit there for a couple of days, be still, get still, and listen. Just listen. Listen for the inner divinity. I can speak for sweat lodges. It's the same thing. It's like your mind is just think, thought, pain. And then it says, listen, what will it take to get your mind to stop focusing, to drop your awareness from the pain that your mind is trying to seduce you with? And they put you through a sweat lodge, which has all sorts of elements that support this process. And then you reach this space where you just let go and you realize, I do not have to pay attention to that mind. That's the beautiful thing. You don't have to stop the mind, cure the mind, purge the mind, discipline the mind, nothing. You have to remember that you have an awareness. Awareness is what you are. You were born with eyes. And those eyes, divine eyes, spiritual eyes, those eyes look and pay attention at something. And you're paying attention to a false narrative inside of your mind. And not only is it giving you the experience of your life, which is an experience of sadness, suffering, depression, frustration, anger, fear, whatever, loneliness, grief, or and it's also giving you your interpretation of the world. The point is, how do we fix this? This is what my channel is about. I named the channel A Friend on the Inside. A lot of people out there think that I'm the friend on the inside, and that's super sweet. Thank you very much, but no. The friend on the inside is your true self, your true divine nature, your spirit, your higher consciousness, your higher self, your divinity, the self, whatever you want to call it. It's inside of you, and it is there when you lift your awareness off of the hypnotic trance that the mind has you in. Lift your awareness from that incessant stream of repetitive thoughts and allow your awareness to dwell to be aware of the perfect you that already exists. Okay, so that I wanted this video to be short. That is the gist of it. That's what needs to be done. That's the gist of how it has to be done. And it is every single video that I will ever make on this channel. Please check them out. I also wrote a book. You can look in the description for it. I tried to make it as simple as possible. It's called The Art of Being, because this whole process is being. What I just read there from ChatGPT, they use the word presence, but it's still being. It is as simple as that what we suffer from is the lack of being, or at least awareness of being. And the subtitle of the book is A One-Step Journey to Finding Peace, Love, and Joy, because it is a one-step process, and it is a process of reclaiming your awareness. You are the driver. You are the one. You're the director of this movie. And you get to choose where the camera is pointed. You get to choose what story is created. And you have forgotten that. And you're responding to life. And it's not even life. Remember what I just read. Go listen to it again. It is the illusion of the material world. You are responding to a life that you think is absolutely true. And I'm not saying that there aren't elements that are true. But ultimately, you are responding to a narrative that is inside of your mind. Oh, I know that's hard to hear, but it is the absolute truth. And fixing this is way easier than you think. As long as you are willing to surrender and allow, as long as you're willing to step away from that collection of thoughts and pains and emotions that you have become identified with. That's the hard part. That's the part that can take your whole life. That's the part that you can live your whole life and not do. That's what makes this whole journey hard. It is very challenging because you are being asked to, often in spirituality, you're being asked to completely remove yourself from everything you've become identified with. I don't ask you to do that. I ask you to take, we start with 1 minute and we build up to 10 minutes. I ask you to take 10 minutes a day where you lift your awareness from what you call you and your thoughts and your world and your worries and your concerns. Just 10 minutes a day, lift your awareness from that and let your awareness dwell in being. The wonderful, remember the last video that I did, the one right before this, about the awareness of being is bliss, Satchitananda, the simplest truth in the world, and allow yourself to experience that bliss. That's it. I'm not asking you to challenge nothing. I'm just asking you to taste that and to remember that just once a day. And it will completely change your life, I promise you. And that is not difficult to do. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I look forward to your comments. You know I try my best to read your comments. Let me know what you think and what you understand. If you want the whole thing, step by step, in the simplest explanation and the simplest exercises possible, then I recommend the book. If you want sort of a slow burn thing, then browse the channel. There's so many things that explain this concept to you. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Have a wonderful day.